So before the video kicks off, full disclosure, Artem have sent me these watch straps and I don't need to give them back. So you will see that this is a paid for promotion in this video. I do also have the sailcloth straps from Artem and I'll be reviewing those as well, but I need a bit more time with them to really get a feel for what they're like. This is the first paid, well, effectively paid promotion I've done on my channel. The reason I agreed to this one when Artem reached out is when I was looking to buy this strap here, I actually went in and does probably what everyone does and put Omega NATO strap versus into Google, and Artem consistently came up as one of the straps it was compared against. Obviously this strap is very expensive, it's £170 and these are about £55. And yeah, I probably would have one of these if they had this configuration. But when I went to their website to look, they didn't have the green and black configuration, so I ended up buying the Omega strap instead. The other thing I will say is that this immediately won't appeal to some people because some people like to have the OEM straps, whether it's Tudor or Omega or Breitling or whatever. But as I've just mentioned, 170 versus 55. So a factor of 3 times the price. And actually some Omega straps, if you're looking at the Bond ones, hadn't appreciated this, are up to £300 odd. So what I'm going to do very quickly is just cut to the a quick review of their website and where these straps are and what other products they've got, and then we'll jump back into the video. So this is Artem's website. As you'd expect for a premium product, it's a very professional looking website, very easy to navigate. I'd imagine they'll be adding to their product line at some point in the future. I do also have some sailcloth straps from them, and I'll be reviewing those in another video. I'd like to spend at least a week or two-ish with them before I start providing any comments or feedback, so I can look at comfort and durability and things like that. If you want to know more about Artem, you can literally go into their About Us section, and then you'll see here that they're an Australian-based company in Adelaide, and it's got some pretty cool information about them. And again, it's all done very well. A lot of people actually miss that kind of thing on their websites, and people do want to understand the background of a company. So I'm specifically looking at the NATOs today. And this is obviously how you look at the NATO straps. I'll click into the one I've got in a moment, which is this one here, the Bond nylon watch strap. You can see they've got a few straps here. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straps. And each one you click into has more images. Again, as you'd expect, some nice close-ups. And you can zoom in if you want. And then you scroll down. You can see the price there, £53. You can see the returns policy, all that type of good stuff. They've also got quite a good amount of sizes. So these ones are 19 to 20 and then 21 to 22. So that'll cover pretty much all watches. Mine is obviously going to be on a 20mm watch, so I can't comment on the 19mm lug spacings or 22mm lug spacings. But mine's the 19 to 20mm option. And you got a good detailed description here about the specific strap that you would want to buy. So yeah, all in all, I think it's a pretty decent website, but then again, probably what you'd expect for a premium product. So by contrast, when you come on the Omega website and look at their NATOs, we'll come to the price in a minute. If I just scroll quickly, don't get sick here, but look how many options there are. So one thing I would say is that Artem do have a huge amount of scope to expand their range of straps. I mean, they had 7 available, I think it was, and I'm not even going to count the Omega ones. There's absolutely loads. This is the one I ended up buying. Again, the quality of the pictures, it's actually not as good as the Artem website. You'd expect Omega to do better. So it does show you the amount of effort Artem have actually put into their website. This is the equivalent to the Artem one. Try and zoom in on it. So yeah, 170 quid. But I just wanted to show you what it's like on the Omega website and all the various different offerings they have and where I think Artem could take their straps in the future. Okay, so the things I wanted to cover off are the packaging, the straps, and then the hardware. So if you get this from Artem, you get like a cardboard sleeve and the strap sits inside. It comes stickered up, so I kept this one stickered just to show you, so it won't get damaged while it's in the sleeve, and then obviously peel off the stickers and go from there. When you buy the Omega one, I did an unboxing of this because I was so surprised how much packaging there was. You get a nice hard box, and there actually is an unpacking video of this. You then get like a carry case for watch straps, which then has a divider in, and then you get some extra spring bars as well. So you can take your straps on away with you if you would use this. I wouldn't. I would just put them in a bag or something. But you can see a lot of money and thought has gone into the packaging of the Omega. If that matters to you, ultimately this now sits in my cupboard. So whether it comes in a cardboard sleeve or a big fancy box, in the long term actually doesn't make a difference. But I know some people like that. So getting into the actual straps themselves, immediately you can feel the Omega is a bit more, a bit silkier. There's not a huge amount in it, but you can feel it's a little bit silkier. It's also not much, but a little bit softer. I prefer my straps like these. I've had seatbelt ones before. They're way too soft and pliable. And again, I've done a video about that on my channel, and the watch just moves around. The watch head moves around a lot on your skin, and the straps, the two layers kind of overlap, and they just don't look nice. So I do prefer stiffer straps, which is why the one I've got from Bark & Jack is a very stiff strap. I'm not going to be comparing these to like the Bark & Jacks and I don't know, Haverstons, because they're like £20. This is twice the price of those straps. And obviously, as I've said, this is £170, so 3 times more expensive than this strap. I will just say, I do think this is twice the price of the Haverston straps that I've had and other Natos that I've had around that price point. It's a really nice quality of strap. It's very comfortable. I will just put it on quickly, so bear with me. It's very comfortable on the wrist. It's interesting how people put these on, actually. Everyone does it slightly differently. So if you look on the Omega website, it actually says to, you go through the top one, then you come over the top, and then back through the second one. It's so hard to do this stuff on camera. So there you go. It looks really smart. It sits exactly the same as my Omega one. They've clearly taken their inspiration from the Omega straps, because it is very, very similar, and that is a good thing. So what you have with the Omega strap and this strap is you have a slide-in keeper here, you have a stitched-in keeper here. They both have branding on the buckle. They both don't have branding there, and they both have branding on the keeper there. They're both heat sealed all around, as you would expect, and all the holes are heat sealed on both as well, and the sides very, very nicely done. They're actually not heat sealed on the sides of either. It's just such a tight stitch, it doesn't actually need it. I am quite surprised how close the quality of the straps are, to be honest with you. I would say, having looked at them both, the majority of your money is going into the packaging and the hardware. So there is a difference in the hardware, I would say. The Omega hardware is definitely more refined. So some of these are quite sharp on the edges, whereas the Omegas are very smoothed off. And I think just some of the finishing, as you can see there, could just be a bit improved. This finishing's fine. but it is very high polish. The branding is very unintrusive, but when you compare it to the Omega one, it is just as you would expect for 3 times the price. The hardware, I think, is where the difference is between the two straps. There's no sharp edges on this. It's very smooth. And it's just, like I say, it's 3 times the price. I feel the difference in the straps is the packaging and the hardware. But there's nothing wrong with this hardware. Is this a 55 quid strap? Yeah, I think it is. It's, like I say, it's definitely better than all the other Natos that I've had. And like I said earlier, if they'd had it in this configuration, I definitely would have bought it. So I'm really pleased that they reached out to me and gave me the opportunity to review it. It's very comfortable. I will use it quite a bit, I'm sure. It looks really good on this watch, I think. I actually bought it for this watch. But I think it looks better on my Zenith than it does on my Omega. So I think they've done a really good job. Obviously, if you're in the UK, there's going to be import taxes to pay, but look at that. Even the stitching at the end, it's so similar. Stitching where the keepers are. It's very, very tight. It's a very good strap. My recommendations for Artem would be to, I don't know, maybe do something slightly different with the packaging. Maybe put the straps in a little cloth bag, and then inside the sleeve, as opposed to just inside the sleeve, just to make it feel a bit more premium. And also just expand on the variety of straps that you've got, because as I showed earlier, Omega have got, I don't know, 20, 30 variations, whereas Artem have got 7. So I would say they're the 2 areas of improvement, but it wouldn't stop me buying another one. They're really nice straps. If you like your straps, not the seatbelt style, which are extremely floppy, and you like your watch head to be held in place on your wrist more so, I'd be more than happy to get one. Is the Omega strap worth 3 times as much for the hardware and the packaging? Probably not. Probably not. And I've already said I probably wouldn't buy another Omega one at 170 quid just because it is so much money. So Artem have actually done something quite clever. They are in between OEM straps and the kind of 20, 15 quid strap range, but they're far closer in quality to the OEM straps than the 20 quid strap range. So it's a good bit of marketing and product design and quality overall, because if you want a number of NATO straps, and people that get NATO straps do, you're not going to want multiple 170 quid ones when you could have 3 of these for the price of this. But this is significantly better than the 22 quid ones that you'd be willing to buy this. So yeah, overall, I think they've done a really good job. I do recommend this particular strap. If you have any questions about it, obviously, please just let me know.